Y'all, y'all, y'all ready for this? Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Sports. My name is Rev Trev. I'm so glad that you're here. And let's talk about this disappointing loss to the Detroit Lions and talking about the future of the Green Bay Packers. I don't know about you as a Packers fan, but for me, I'm definitely in some sports depression right now. It just sucks to lose that way. We got dominated on both sides of the offensive defensive line. Man, that was a difficult game to watch. It felt like the games from before. In fact, that's what a lot of the players had commented on after the game was over. There were so many disappointing moments, but so here it is. Okay, so we're out of the playoffs. We really had no business being in there. We controlled our own destiny. And what happens is what's going to happen next. Now, I don't know if you know this, but like my voice is raspy. I'm actually sick. I don't know if you can see it in my face. So I'm sick, but I just want to get this video out to you because it's just so so right now. It's relevant right now. And the big question that every Green Bay Packers fan is asking right now is this Aaron Rodgers run over? Is it over? Or is the core of the team now going to be dismantled? Is this going to be it? Is it over now? If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please smash both of those. I'd love your support because I love making Green Bay Packer content. And I'll do different videos probably regarding the playoffs coming up as well. So, but before the game started, you'd ask me, hey, is Aaron Rodgers going to be back next season? I would have said 100% he's going to be back. There's no way he's going to miss out on that contract. He signed here. Things have gone his way. And especially if we'd made the playoffs. But now I'm leaning that it might be over. But let me just premise that by saying we just have to wait and see because he said that a lot of times. This is the thing. Aaron Rodgers is just the guy who's really too honest. And I'm not saying that you should lie. What I'm saying is this is why people love or hate Aaron Rodgers, because when you watch his post-game interview, that was 20 minutes long, and I encourage you to watch it. Not just read some quotes that people posted of it, but see his demeanor, see how he answers it. He often gets misquoted, and listen, he was just really honest about the game. He's just been really honest about his current situation, and he's just trying to comment as people keep asking him about the future, and he makes little comments without giving away too much. He's very vague in many instances. He's been like this for most of his career, especially now that he's getting older. But is he coming back? We don't know. But this is where this whole video came from, is this line, and I hope you can see this properly. Aaron Rodgers says in his press conference that at some point the carousel comes to a stop and it's time to get off. And I think you kind of know when that is. That's what needs to be contemplated. Is it time? And he goes on to more of that. Like that is so. He's saying, is it time? Is it over now? But the part in his press conference that really spoke to me, and this is where I'm not sure if he's coming back now, is because when he starts talking about the older guys. Okay, he says this. But I'm also a realist, and I understand where we're at as a team. We're a young team. There could be some changes with some of the older guys, and it could be time to step away. Now, who are the older guys that he's talking about? Okay, he referenced Mercedes Lewis, who's been absolutely incredible for us. He's talked about Randall Cobb, who's had some good moments. I don't think Randall Cobb's coming back. He's talked about Mason Crosby. Mason Crosby's already expressed that he wants to come back to Green Bay. He's our leading scorer all time in our team's history. David Bakhtiari. He is one of the elite left tackles in the game. So this is what it's saying. So which one of these guys are coming back? Maybe Mercedes Lewis doesn't come back. And to top it all off, Lazard even said, I don't even know if I'll be back. They were asking about, you think Rodgers going to be back? He's like, I don't even know if I'm going to be back. I'm telling you, as a Green Bay Packers fan, we need Lazard to sign back with us. He does so many things other than just catch a ball. His pass catching, he's got good route running. He's smart. Man, I like having him. I don't think he's going to cost that much money either. So Aaron has to decide, can this team win? I think that's what it really comes down to. Not only is his friends going to be on the team, which lots of them won't be. I think half of them won't be. Maybe some of them will be. Maybe just lose Randall Cobb. I don't know. Can this team win? He doesn't. He at this stage of his career, he's not just trying to make the playoffs. He wants to contend and be relevant and win Super Bowls. If he thinks that we can win a Super Bowl next year, he most likely will be back. But if he doesn't, it might not be worth the grind anymore, right? So, but his comments about Davante was super interesting. He said this, and we all know, like as Green Bay Packers fans, we miss Davante, right? So, obviously losing Davante was a big deal. Yes, it was. We didn't fill that void. That is just a fact. Nobody can, okay? He's superhuman. He's phenomenal. And that's what I've been telling everyone, even if he's in a Raiders uniform. He's superhuman. He's different. He's the best or top 3 wide receiver, hands down, in the NFL. Okay? And we can't fill that void. We tried our best to fill it with some rookies. And some of them have done well. And so that's the thing is, we missed Davante Adams. We wouldn't have missed the playoffs if we had Davante Adams. That's just a fact. But listen, I think Davante Adams is missing being in Green Bay. Look what's going on with Derek Carr and the Raiders. That is a mess. And I don't think Davante's coming back here. I'm pretty sure he's not. But I did like what Aaron did say about the young players, and this is what he said. I think there's a lot of good young talent on the team, and if certain guys can make the jumps from year 1 to 2, this offense could look a little bit different, which means a little bit different in a good way. Not only is he talking about Watson and Dobbs, but I would say even on defense, we drafted extremely well last year. Wyatt had some real great moments, especially in the playoffs. If you think about Walker, I know everyone wants to talk about the push in the back, but that kid has been fast. He's all over the field. He's been a difference maker. I appreciate him. There's just been other guys, other pass rushers, different people who really do. If they can make a jump from year 1 to 2, this team looks a lot better, right? And so I like how he's saying, is it going to be progressing, right? Is it going to be there? Now, let's be honest. Do the Green Bay Packers actually want Aaron Rodgers to come back? This season, I don't think Aaron Rodgers even threw for 300 yards passing. There was a lot of factors to that. I mean, let's just be honest. The thumb factor, that affects. But we still didn't see. There's only one game where he dominated, and I think that was the Dallas game. He just didn't look the same. He looked off. I do think the thumb factors in. But when you're in the fourth quarter of the biggest game of the season, and you're going up against Jared Goff goes 8 for 8, and Aaron Rodgers in the fourth quarter goes 2 for 6 for 12 yards and a pick. We just need to ask ourselves the question, do we want him back? And you know me, I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. He's my favorite player of all time. I love watching him. I hope it's not over for him. But is it time to trade Aaron Rodgers? Is it time to just let him go? Is it time to say some things and say, you should probably make some cuts from people, and then he's not there anymore, right? Like he's going to choose not to be there. Problem is, there's dead cap issues and that whole thing, but hey, you guys signed him to the contract. It's your fault. We could have just moved on, but I don't know. I'm really. Here's the other thing. Do we need the drama? Like, this season hadn't even ended yet, and there's already drama starting about the future. Now here we are for the third season in a row with drama in the offseason. Now it's good for content creators like me, but do they need the indecision? I don't know if I'm going to come back. It feels like Favre all over again, right? And the contract is a ton of money. Like, Green Bay's going to end up saving a bunch of money if he doesn't come back, or not too much. But so is it over? Now, before I answer that question, I just want to go back to what Aaron said in this interview. And he says the competitive fire is always going to be there, but it could take some time and say, hell no, man, I'm going to get back out there and go on another run, but I'll have to wait to see what it feels like once I'm away. Then he says something very similar, and he says, I feel good about what I've accomplished in this league, and I wouldn't have any regrets walking away, but I got to see what it feels like when I get away from all of this. So that is the key. It's a lot up to do to Aaron Rodgers. I wonder what the organization's saying, but I want to know what you think. What do you think is going to happen? Is it over? Is the Aaron Rodgers run over? Is the core of this, the older group of these guys, over? Are we in a full youth movement now? What's going to happen? I mean, I'm excited about the draft. I mean, it's a ways away, so I can't really get too excited yet. But the offseason looks fun. I wish we were playing next week. Even if we lost last week, it would have made this whole experience even better because it was such a run coming at the end. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. There's going to be lots more, as you can see, with all this controversy. Lots more Packers content coming your way. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And always, even though I'm sick, go, Pack, go!
Y'all ready for this?